I was going through the Epstein files because a colleague told me my name was in there, and I was like, I would like to know
Holy
why my
cow.
name. Yeah, I would like to know why my name was in there.
Well,
And
I would like to know why your colleague knew and was
Ah,
in there.
because he searched for his name and his name was
Uh-huh.
in there, and because we're in the same field. So I think my name was in there 10 times on 10 different things. About eight of those were Deepak Chopra forwarding information about the Science of Consciousness conference and talking. One of them was him talking explicitly and making fun of one of my talks. But another one, but the rest of them were just forwarding, like, here are the people who will speak at Science of
Yeah.
Consciousness. And I was on the list, and so was my colleague, etc. Um, and then one of them was like a signal to, or WhatsApp chat between Epstein and this guy, Joshua Bach, who is a public intellectual, great grandson of Johann Sebastian Bach, has a lot of cred in that community, cognitive scientist in Germany.
Mhm.
Anyway, he was explicitly making fun of my work. And there was a part of me that was like, oh, this is kind of a win because here's this guy who's, palling around with Epstein and making fun of my work, but at the same time I was pissed off because he led a he once led a panel that I was on, and um, I know he hasn't read my work. I know that he just basically picked this slander up and was using it as a way to sort of get in the good graces of Epstein, which pissed me off. So then I started looking for other pieces of Epstein slandering women in cognitive science and consciousness, and that was easy. And I found a note he wrote to John Brockman, another public intellectual guy, about a conference he wanted to hold in AI. And he said, here's all the people. I'm very excited. Sent the note to Epstein. Everyone's trying to get funding from Epstein
Mm.
to do their conferences, right? Um, you know, best response ever. I'm so excited. Epstein says, well, you know what? In the old conferences, we didn't worry about diversity. All the women you're including are weak, and sorry. And he was only including 3 women out of like 20 some people. But apparently, they were weak, and they included people like Alison Gopnik. Everyone, the 3 women were all at like UC Berkeley or MIT, um, and really, really, really not weak. And so, like, I mean, obviously, but so my post was saying this is not about sex. People think the Epstein thing is about sex. People think even that like that kind of pedophilia and rape and sexual predatory stuff is about sex. It's about power and the fear of power
Mhm.
that women hold. So when
Sorry,
Carmen's
that was an ambiguous way you formulated that sentence. So you said the fear of power that women hold.
yes,
Can you just make that
yes, I just will.
clear?
Yeah, yeah. Women hold this power that is seen
So
by
it's
men.
men's fear. It's men's
Men's
fear.
fear, well, I think some women have it too,
Yeah.
but women hold these powers, and one of them is sexual, one of them is moral, and one of them is cognitive. Women have these powers, and there's powerful men in the world who we call powerful men who don't feel their own power and are threatened by the power that women hold, and they feel helpless. So I wrote that in a post, and I said, look, there's nothing to do about it except, I mean, they're doing the best they can. The bar is low, you
Who's
know,
doing the best they can?
everyone, Epstein,
Okay.
everyone. Everyone's doing the best they can with what they got, in their brain, in their body, in their history, in their culture. The bar is low. We have to raise the bar. And so one of the ways I want to do that is by creating a
Though I'm
conference.
sorry, I don't know why I'm pronoun blind today. Or the bar for what? For so what's the
The bar for um, behavior, the bar for acting in the world, the bar
okay,
for respecting each other's
yeah.
power. I mean, this is my sort of my position on everything is everyone's doing the best they can and we have to raise the bar. so that people can do better. And so I want to create a conference for women, women's voices in AI, cognitive science, and consciousness this fall. And I just said that in the post. I said, so what I want to do is this. And now like the post has been seen like 20,000 times and reposted
And
25 times.
everyone,
And
everybody is, yeah. Now is the,
and
so
everyone want and I'm getting a lot of responses of people who want to help out. So the reason I brought this up is speaking of, I feel like you directly spoke to the power we hold with the hair story, with the hair salon, and then asking Rachel about, what books she wants to read to, or what she most likes to read to her children. This is this other power of shaping minds.
mm,
Mm.
This is the power we hold that's not talked about. There's so many pieces of the power we hold that we don't discuss. It's just assumed
right.
and feared secretly. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that out there as a thing.
Very good. Now, I in the post I saw this morning, you talked about the science of consciousness being
Yes.
canceled or no?
Yes. Yes. So Science of Consciousness is a conference that Stuart Hameroff started with other folks, but mostly him at University of Arizona, and it's been canceled. They didn't say why. I
For
can,
this year.
yeah. I mean, I was going to go present a talk about my work
Yeah.
with non-speaking autistic people and what we learned about their minds with my team. So we had made all our reservations and everything, just like other people. In any case, the conference I think was shut down, though um, University of Arizona did not make a statement about it. And so, anyway, shenanigans. But